Saan? Hindi ka na.
Sound check, sound check, sound check. Alright. So, I think the stream is out for Sesame Live. And with that, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Build and Battle live stream. Alright, so for this episode, we are going to feature Calyrex Shadow Rider. Now, before anything else, there is some important stuff that I must go quickly. So I know that the expectation was that at least the expectation that I've set for everyone is that I was going to stream every day. However, as fun as that would be, it would actually take a toll on one's body. So moving forward, I have decided to give myself a break, a 1 day off every week. That will be Thursday. Today is Wednesday. That will start tomorrow. And this would be effective immediately. So I could have a chance to recuperate, rest, and be refreshed for the 6 days that I would be streaming in a week. That pretty much is it. I also mentioned this in a post, but I mentioned that it's also worth mentioning. Hi! Ben, good morning. Juice TV, good morning. Akala ko sa SB ka magbabattle. Hindi pa ako ganun wala pa akong team. Sorry. Let me drink some water. As I was saying, the purpose of this stream is to build a team and battle live. So, most likely, the team that I will be using for Regulation F will come from one of these. Most likely a modified version of what I'm building live. And then, Ben, hi, good morning. We're taking a break from BP Farming stream today. And then I don't know if you saw the post, but I would be taking 1 day off every Thursday starting this week. So our next BP Farming stream will be on April the 20th. I hope to see you there. Magla-live ako sa April 20 and 21, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Haba ka naman. Gusto mo mag-battle tayo? Ganun? Oh, okay lang ako. Available ako. Walang problema. Alright. So that is it for our introductions. Let's go to what you all came here for. The Calyrex Shadow Rider team. Before we go through anything else, let's first search Calyrex. So I have this habit of building around a Pokemon. I pick a Pokemon that I really want to use. That will be my that's what I will be like choosing as the centerpiece, and I will be building a team around it. So first of all, I want to search Calyrex. That is Shadow Rider. Plug mo ko dito sa live mo. Haha. Okay. So guys, Juice TV, you might notice he's a frequent visitor in our streams. He's actually a dear colleague of mine. There was a local tournament that I joined. It's still ongoing actually. It's called PPTL, Philippine Pokemon Team League. Right? It's been going on for 8 seasons. The 9th season will start next week. So registration is ongoing. And Juice TV will be hosting streams on his TikTok account. So kindly check it out. It's really informative. He does battle with viewers. He does union circles with viewers, Tera raid battles with viewers. So if in any case that I'm not available, because I do stream at rather awkward times, especially for Western viewers, he does stream on a more preferable schedule. Nighttime on my end, but that would mean morning on your end. So if my time doesn't work, check out Juice TV's. Japanese tournament yun sa April 20 and 21. Alright, so Juice TV says that there's a Japanese tournament that he will be streaming on April the 20th and 21. If you're interested, go check out his TikTok. Mango Juice. Goober, good morning. Trauma. Trauma what? Did this horse give you trauma? Alright, let's talk about Calyrex Shadow real quick. Calyrex Shadow Rider is a psychic and ghost type. It was introduced in the Crown Tundra. That's the Sword and Shield DLC. As you can see, it is a boxed legendary. Therefore, its base stat total is the standard 680. It is built to be a special sweeper that is also fast. And it's actually quite, it has quite some bulk. 100 HP. That's what Mythicals have. And special defense of 100 is also what Mythicals have. Defense 80, it's decent. But the bottom line is, Calyrex is well designed for success. It's actually one of the premier threats that most people anticipate going into Regulation F. Now, this is Calyrex. Let's talk about quickly its weaknesses, Ghost and Dark types. Now, since terrestrialization is here, it's easy to override that, but I may use it in my new team. I'm holding back streams. Hello, Rots. Good morning, everyone. Alright, before I proceed, I'm just surprised to see people here. Honestly, I was expecting that I would get a lot less viewership today simply because I'm not BP farming like usual. I did make a post way back talking about competitive content. I'm just surprised that there are this many people who are interested in competitive. Hi Ismael, good morning. I'm also building a team around Calyrex. Guys, Ismael is here. If you guys remember, there was a tournament called Lake of Rage. Right? He and I joined that tournament, and Isma managed to top 4. So I've said this before, but everybody let's give a quick round of applause for Isma. Good job, good job, good job. Isma, if you would register for PPTL Season 9, I would not be surprised and I would be supporting you all the way. If the player is knowledgeable with Calyrex, it can be easily countered. Haha, kita sa live ko. Di yan umubra sa Groudon. Yes, I may use it in my currently shiny hunting Squirtle. Oh yes, Angelica, that is a good Pokemon to shiny hunt. Let me know if you catch one. I'm just attempting to make a Pokemon Showdown team right now. Same with me. Thanks for the shout out. Yes. Alright, we were talking about Calyrex. The weakness. Ghost and Dark, that's 2 types to worry about. The Ghost type weakness could easily be covered by Calyrex itself, because the only other Ghost type that is a premier threat going into Regulation F is Fluttermane. And Fluttermane has a base speed of 135. Let's take a look at Fluttermane real quick. I do want visuals. Fluttermane. So here's Fluttermane and here's its stats. As you can see, it has a speed stat of 135. Meanwhile, Calyrex has a speed stat of 150. So, assuming there is no speed control whatsoever going on the Fluttermane side, Calyrex shouldn't be in immediate danger. It's the other way around. As for Dark types, Calyrex's stab moves doesn't really work well on them. Both of them are resisted. So Dark types are the real threats, if we're technically speaking. Alright, now I actually have a team built already. And let me go through it real quick. But before that, here is our Excel sheet. You may remember last week we did our Terapagos build and battle stream. I will be updating this today live. So I would need mover copy, create a copy, move to end, and then I will name this Calyrex SR, Shadow Rider. Okay, I'll go ahead and delete this for now. I'll fill it in when we need to. You know the drill. First, we're gonna construct a team. I'll go through it, why I chose that, why I chose specific EVs and whatnot. And then we're gonna battle and refine it as we go along. Last stream with Terapagos, we were able to go through 5 best of 3s. Hopefully, we could go through that much as well for this stream, or maybe more if possible. So this is the template that I have. Let's put it in here. The weakness of Calyrex is Ghost and Dark types. Also, Calyrex's signature move is called Astral Barrage, and it's a spread move, meaning it hits both targets at once. That being said, just like Terapagos, Wide Guard would be our weakness. So let's take note of that as well. And another thing, taking note of the dark type weakness. One of the premier dark types is Qianpao. And one of Qianpao's common moves is called Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is a priority move that moves first if the target is attacking. Since Calyrex is built as a sweeper, it would most likely be attacking most of the time. So we also need to have something for priority moves. Juice TV also pointed this out. We have a normal type weakness. Since it's not really a weakness, it's more of normal types having an immunity to ghost types. When the premier threat that I'm seeing being Terapagos, you might recall in our Terapagos build and battle stream, we had a rather easy time with Calyrex Shadow Rider team simply because it's immune to its signature move, Astral Barrage. So for normal types, we actually want to have its team members take care of it. And I'll talk about normal types in a few. But for now, these are the things that we have to watch out for. Ghost types, dark types, Wide Guard, priority moves like Sucker Punch, specifically Sucker Punch, and normal types because it's immune to ghost type moves. Alright, that is about the weakness. Now we can talk about the team. Here it is. So first we start with Calyrex. Here's Calyrex. So, of course, a standard pick would be Astral Barrage. That is the signature move. But look at the other three. I chose Psyshock for a very specific reason. It is very tempting to choose Expanding Force because it's also it's also a strong move, right? However, I chose Psyshock because we may be trapped in a situation where there's a Wide Guard user that just cannot be knocked out. All right, that's one of our threats. If, say for example, our Pokemon who could like stop Expanding Force gets knocked out, and there's a Wide Guard user, then we wouldn't have a way of using our stabs. That's why I chose Psyshock. Another thing is, you might remember Terapagos. Terapagos has Calm Mind. So a Calm Mind boost could easily negate a Grimnay boost. Alright, I hope you guys are following. And Psyshock, look at this, it damages the target based on defense, not special defense. So it would utilize the Grimnay boost as well as take advantage of Terapagos not being able to boost its defense. And it's also a single target move. And Terapagos is not immune to it, and we have Indeedee to make it more powerful. Alright, so that's about it. That's the reason. I could easily... here's the thing. If Wide Guard is not like common, I doubt it, because there's a lot of Kyogres, Calyrexes. But if it's not common, we could easily switch to Expanding Force. But for now, I choose Psyshock. Alright, that's it about the stabs. And what about the other two moves? Protect is a standard VGC move, so I just put it in there because it's important. And for the last slot, I've decided to go with Draining Kiss. One of Calyrex's vulnerabilities is a lack of healing option. So the teammate, the healing options would usually come from its teammates. So as for the options, we have Amoonguss, we have Rillaboom. The thing about those is that Terrain Wars are probably going to be more common And we do want Indeedee beside Calyrex instead of Rillaboom. As for Amoonguss, it's rather passive. And we remember, Calyrex Shadow Rider teams mostly partner up Indeedee. And if Amoonguss gets targeted by a Psychic type move, then we won't have a source of healing. Bulky as it is, Psychic attacks are really powerful in Psychic terrain. So there. I chose Draining Kiss and gave it the Tera Fairy so we could have something for the dark types. You could say, why not Tera Fighting? Tera Fighting would have more weaknesses, and it would not save us from Flutter Mane if we happen to lose the Speed Wars. And also, Tera Fairy would be good for any Koraidons or Miraidons. Alright? And of course, healing. As I've said, we need some form of healing for Calyrex. Because Calyrex is not made for long battles. What it wants to do is to sweep, move fast, and hit hard. It's for hyper offense teams. That's what Calyrex Shadow Rider is built for. Alright, there's so much for Calyrex. Now we have Indeedee. Indeedee is a partner that would enable Calyrex. We also have the Tera Fairy. Let's take a look at Indeedee real quick. So much about Flutter Mane, thank you. Indeedee. We want the Indeedee female. Believe me, they're different. Alright, this is the Indeedee that we want. Indeedee is, since its introduction, healing equals preserve, focus, sash. Yes. So, since Indeedee was introduced, its main purpose was to set up terrain and support its partner, mainly redirect attacks. May bewang yung Indeedee female. Yes. Alright. So Indeedee is weak to bug and dark. We need some team members to cover for bug and dark type. We're gonna talk about that in a few. But for now, what you need to know is that we need to have an Indeedee with the ability called Psychic Surge. So Psychic Surge would enable Psychic Terrain upon its entry in battle. And you remember, one of our weaknesses would be priority moves in the form of Sucker Punch. If we have Psychic Terrain, we don't have to worry about that anymore. So that's why Indeedee is here, to take care of that weakness. Alright? That's what it is. Okay, what's next to cover? For moveset, we have Helping Hand to make Calyrex's attacks more powerful. We have Follow Me to keep Calyrex and its other partners safe. We have Trick Room if in any case it's say for example, why would you have, because you might ask, why would you have Trick Room on a Calyrex Shadow Rider team? Let's think of this real quick. Let's say it's a Calyrex Shadow Rider mirror match. And then your opponent happens to have a Prankster Tailwind user. If you lead with Indeedee and Calyrex Shadow Rider, they would think twice about going for that Tailwind, giving you a free turn. Kind of a free turn. See where I'm going with that? So Trick Room is there for those very important speed wars. Just to give us a bit of leverage. So there. Oh, and the last move is Psychic. Take note that depending on what the metagame would be, this could also be replaced with Psyshock. What I'm thinking, this is what it looks like right now, but depending on how our practice battles would go later, I could either change this to Psyshock or keep Psychic as it is. And because of Indeedee's ability, its Psychic type moves would be boosted. So Indeedee is actually good against Amoonguss if it doesn't terastalize. Or even for Dazzle because of, instead of Psychic because of spread. Yes, Dazzling Gleam makes sense as well, but remember, if you have a wide guard user that just won't die, you're gonna have trouble. And Indeedee would only usually have one offensive move. So you'd want that to count for when it really matters. All right. Now, that's it's not really hard. It's not really hard to imagine why Indeedee and Calyrex Shadow Rider would go together. So that explains the first two members of the team. Now let's go to the other four. What would go well with Calyrex Shadow and Indeedee? When thinking about the other members, you would want to cover their weaknesses. You would remember that both Calyrex and Indeedee are weak to dark types. So, dark types, you could, let's take a look at dark types real quick. The dark type. Dark types. Pokemon DB says that these are the super effective moves against dark type Pokemon. Fighting, Bug, and Fairy. Fighting, you have a lot of good options. And I'm just gonna bring this out. I'm not. It's not on my team, but Urshifu Single Strike is actually good against this team. I'm sorry. It's good with this team. So Urshifu Single Strike could handle the Ghost types. It could also handle the Dark types with its fighting stab moves, and it could also handle Terapagos with its fighting stabs. So Urshifu Single Strike, if you're thinking of bringing it together with Indeedee Calyrex Shadow Rider, I approve. I just didn't bring it because I don't want too many Fluttermane weaknesses. Because there's not a lot of things that could stand up against Fluttermane Tornadus, like Booster Energy, Tera Fairy, Tailwind, turn 1. There's not a lot of Pokemon that could stand up to that. So Bug is also another super effective move against dark types, but if we're being very technical about it, bug types are not good per se in competitive. Bug type moves are good in the form of U-turn, among other stuff, but bug types in general, they're not commonly used for a reason. Which leaves us with Fairy, and out of the three, I would say this is the best. I could go Fluttermane, but that would mean that we have two ghost types. And I actually want little to no type overlaps when I'm building a team. Because the more varied your team is, the harder it is to defeat. That's why I went for Helping Hand Proto, since this is Tera Fairy Dazzling Gleam for Fluttermane and LOR. Yes, that is the correct choice. Speaking of Fluttermane, real quick, I haven't had the chance to release my Fluttermane 101 video, but it's gonna be relevant since we're talking about Calyrex. The optimal strategy for Fluttermane is just like Calyrex, it's built for hyper offense teams. With Fluttermane, you want to hit hard and move fast. So most likely it's gonna be a speed war if you see a Fluttermane on the other side of the team. That's why we have Trick Room. Just reiterating. Alright, Fairy types. I chose Sylveon for our Fairy types. It's a pure Fairy type, that's one. And looking at its stats, its most proficient stat is Special Defense. So you would remember, Fluttermane is one of our threats, so it could have a good chance against Fluttermane. And as a pure Fairy type, it would resist both Urshifu Single Strike stabs if it's not terastallized. And Pixilate, I haven't had a chance to use Sylveon that much, but I would tell you, going against it is super stressful. Sylveon hits really, really, really hard. And the reason why I chose Sylveon is because we have Trick Room. Sylveon is rather slow, base 60 speed. So one strategy that I see is that we could lead with Indeedee Sylveon. We could follow me, and then just spam Hyper Voice or Moon Blast or Tera Blast. Get rid of the dark types, and then once they're out, you could safely bring in Calyrex. And then, also worth noting, Sylveon's main job is to take out the dark types. So we want Sylveon to KO the dark types ASAP. That's why I have to. I gave it the Pixie plate. I have to go. I'll be back soon. Thanks for dropping by, Ben. Don't forget, our BP farming stream will be on Saturday. I hope to see you there. I look forward to our trade. So let's talk about Sylveon. Its ability is called Pixilate. The normal type moves become fairy type and have 1.2 times power. Let's do a quick calculation real quick. Let's talk about Hyper Voice. It's the premier move for Sylveon. Hyper Voice is a base 90 move. So let's start with 90. If Hyper Voice is coupled with Pixilate, then that has an added 50% thanks to Stab. And also, Pixilate would add a further 20% boost. So times 1.20. And since we gave it a Pixie plate, that's another 20% times 1.2. So this is Hyper Voice as is, without any boosts, without any further boosts. It's 194 base power move. And if we plan to couple it with Indeedee, Helping Hand would give it another 50% boost. So your Hyper Voices could easily be a little shy of 300 base power just by partnering it with Indeedee. Hi Luke, you made it. I'm surprised. It's rather early on your. I know it's very early in the Netherlands. I'm so glad you make it. You made it. We're talking about a competitive team. I really appreciate you. I have missed you in our streams. So glad of. I'm so glad that you're able to drop by today, even if it's a bit awkward on your time. On early days, I do Terrafire Sylveon with Throat Spray. Sadly, Urshifu is now common, so that's not feasible anymore. I agree. So let's talk about Sylveon's moves real quick. We have Hyper Voice. I just did the calculations. So in its most powerful, it could have shy of 300 base power. Of course, we could multiply this by 0.75 because spread moves get a damage reduction. It's still over 200 base power. So bottom line, Sylveon is really, really strong. Let's talk about Sylveon's moves. Hyper Voice. We have Moon Blast for a single target. And it's also worth noting that Sylveon, before terrestrialization, is one of the best users of Tera Blast. Because Tera Blast is a normal type move by default. And we have Pixilate. And if you would compute it, I think Tera Blast is actually stronger than Moon Blast. We might want to put this before Moon Blast, actually. Let's do a quick calculation. Moon Blast is 95. Let's compare. Moon Blast is base 95, but since it's already a fairy type move, it wouldn't have a Pixilate boost. So Moon Blast would have Stab boost and a Pixie plate boost. And let's just say Helping Hand boost. So at its strongest, Moon Blast would give us 256.5 base power. Let's type that in the chat so we might not forget it. Moon Blast strongest 256.5. Now let's talk about Tera Blast. Tera Blast is 80 base power. But since we have Pixilate, it will be affected by Pixilate. It's gonna have an additional Stab boost. And it's also gonna have another 20% boost because of Pixilate. And then it's also gonna have another 20% because of Pixie Plate. Pixie Plate, Pixilate. And then at its strongest, if we also have a Helping Hand boost, it's gonna give us 259. 259.2. I'll type that in. 259.2. So without terastallization, Tera Blast is actually stronger than Moon Blast. So we might want to put Tera Blast before Moon Blast. See why I picked Sylveon? And of course, Protect is a standard move in VGC. Tera, I believe a defensive terastallization would benefit Sylveon. Because look at this. I picked Tera Ground because let's take a look at the fairy types real quick. Fairy type moves are not very effective against fire, poison, steel. And these types are super effective against fairy type Pokemon. Poison and steel. You know what type is good against these types? Ground types. So if you find yourself with a Gouging Fire, what is a premier poison type? Amoonguss, perhaps? Landorus Incarnate if it's Tera Poison or Tera Steel. So just terastallize into a ground type and start hitting them. There you go. So that's why, actually, ground types are good choices as a defensive Tera type for fairies. If Xerneas was in the game, I'm definitely going for Tera Ground. Oh yes, Glimora. There you go. Thank you, Rolls. Tera Poison Urshifu Single Strike. There you go. As for EVs, Sylveon doesn't really need a lot of help with special defense, so I just gave it an EV bump. Again, Sylveon's main task is to take out the dark types. So I focused on special attack, I maximized the EV there, and I gave it the Quiet Nature. So Quiet Nature would boost special attack and lower speed, because we might need Trick Room mode if we use Sylveon. If you're not a fan of Quiet Nature, you could also use Modest Nature. Actually, do we want... Actually, I think I am going to do Modest here. Depending on the metagame, we might change this back to Quiet, but for now, I think I'll try Modest. Possibly Tera Poison Porygon 2. Yes, that one too. I have actually fought a Tera Poison Porygon 2 in the Lake of Rage tournament. Alright, so much for Sylveon. Now, what weaknesses would Sylveon be bringing to the team? It's Poison Steel. So if we have a ground type in our team, that would be really helpful. We don't... I opted not to go for a ground type. I just opted for Tera... I just opted for Tera Ground, so Sylveon could cover for itself. So, there. Sylveon is mainly there to cover for dark type weakness. And what about Indeedee's what do they call this? Indeedee's bug type weakness? I chose Entei. Now, why would you choose Entei? Well, first of all, fire types are really good in the game. If, say for example, Koraidon becomes common, then Entei could take advantage of that. Another thing, we could expect for Terrain Wars to be common going into Regulation G. Rillaboom is a premier threat that I see. So Entei could punish a Rillaboom switch in with a Sacred Fire, or if not, if the terrains are changed, then Extreme Speed now becomes an option for Entei. Also, if Miraidon changes the terrain, that could also be punished with Extreme Speeds. Now, for Entei, I chose a defensive terrestrialization. I chose the Assault Vest because it does need some help on the special defense side. But Entei is a very healthy Pokemon, as you can see. I opted for the standard, actually, Regulation F set. Assault Vest, Tera Grass for its weaknesses. Max Attack, Adamant Nature, Max HP, and something for Speed. I'll create a variation of this team, but for now, this is what I plan to use on stream. For the moves, we have Sacred Fire, Trailblaze, Snarl, and Extreme Speed. Snarl would be really helpful for opposing Calyrex Shadow Riders. May unhealthy ba na Pokemon? How would you describe an unhealthy Pokemon for the metagame? That's a question for everyone. I just saw that my team would probably get flattened by a fire type. So you might want to do something about that. Oh, actually, you know earlier how I'm talking about that I don't have a ground type to cover for Sylveon's weaknesses. Sylveon is weak against poison and steel. I don't really need a ground type. I have Calyrex and Indeedee to cover for poison types. That's why I chose Psychic for Indeedee. And then Steel, I just talked about it. I have Entei. So I don't really need a ground type. I had 2 Steel types and a Grass type in there. Ooh. Okay, that's probably something worth taking a look into. So Sylveon is pretty much covered by its other members. Entei, let's look at Entei real quick. Entei is a pure fire type, just like Arcanine, and its main weaknesses would be water, ground, and rock. You would observe that a pure fire type's weaknesses would easily be covered by a grass type. That's why pure fire types are best having Tera Grass as their Tera type. And fortunately, Entei also learns a grass type physical move called Trailblaze. It's a new move introduced in Generation 9. It has a 100% chance to raise the user's speed by 1. So it's like Flame Charge, but for grass types. If you Tera Grass, it's gonna have added power. Plus, Entei has naturally good attack stat, so it's gonna hit hard for those fire type counters. Hi, Ben. All right, so that's Entei. It's not hard to see why it's in the team. And as for grass types, we do want an actual grass type in our team, just not Rillaboom, because we don't want to be changing the terrain. And as good as Sinistra is for healing, it's also a ghost type, which Fluttermane could easily threaten. So for the grass type, I chose Ogerpon Wellspring. Let's take a look into it. Ogerpon. Take note that because Incineroar is so common, this Ogerpon right here, the Teal Mask, could also be an option. I just don't like how many weaknesses it brings. See, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weaknesses. Wellspring, however, only has 3. Poison, Bug, and Flying. So Calyrex and Indeedee could cover for poison types. Bug types is covered by Entei, and flying types would be covered by our last team members that I'm about to discuss. First, let's go over Ogerpon. It can get rid of its grass type weaknesses. It can get rid of its bug and poison type weaknesses by terastallizing, which is relatively easy to do. So yeah, actually, hold on. Poison, Bug, and Flying. Poison, Bug, and Flying. You know what? Think about this for a second. Ogerpon's Wellspring weaknesses. Ogerpon Wellspring's weaknesses. They all stem from its grass typing. I'm not sure if you noticed that. Flying, Bug, and Poison are all grass type weaknesses. So its water type its water typing gives it an advantage by wiping out some of its grass type weaknesses. That's what makes it so good. Aside from the special defense boost that it gets when terrestrializing, it's naturally a good defensive type. Like water and grass are naturally good types together. And in one Pokemon, that's what makes Ogerpon Wellspring so powerful. For moveset, we want the standard Ivy Cudgel, Horn Leech for healing. I do want Swords Dance because Incineroar is quite common, and Spiky Shield to give us a chance to delete those focus sashes. So that's pretty much it. Ogerpon is not hard to understand why it's here. And then our final member, this is interesting because it's not commonly used. Remember, we just need something for flying types. Yep, Ogerpon Wellspring has different weaknesses when it terras. That's right. Sometimes use Razor Claw, Ivy Cudgel on Pure Grass Ogerpon. That's actually my favorite set for Teal Mask Ogerpon. Changed my team for more diversity and coverage. Good job. I have my eyes on you. I must put you on Facebook. Hi, Steven. Good morning. Alright, Regieleki. Regieleki is mainly for taking out flying types. A flying type that I see being very common going into Regulation G is Tornadus. And look at the Regieleki set that I have. I have a Timid Nature. It's one of the fastest Pokemon in the game. I gave it max speed EVs, the Timid Nature, and look, Choice Scarf. So even without Tailwind, it would be faster than Quark Drive Bundle, I believe. So given its ability Transistor, its electric type moves would hit very hard. We could do a single target for the flying type Pokemon. Electro Web for added speed control. We have a variety of electric type moves. Electro Web for speed control, Volt Switch so we could change moves, Thunderbolt, a standard powerful electric type move, and Tera Blast. We have Tera Ice just in case we encounter a ground type that we must knock out immediately. Wow, Regieleki, what is this Gen 8 VGC? Well, let's have faith. Regieleki used to be so good. It had a little nerf, sure, but it's still a good Pokemon. We need to give it a chance. Electrode can learn Rain Dance. Let me verify. Can Electrode learn Rain Dance? Hold on. Just to answer your question, because I really don't know. It can. I would not suggest Choice Scarf since it's naturally fast. Yes, it is naturally fast, but once Tornadus goes for its Tailwind shenanigans, we might lose. We might lose the Speed Wars. Of course, this team is just a draft. It's what I thought of initially. We are going to revise as we do our practice battles. Alright, we've spent the last 43 minutes talking about the team. I think it's time for a battle. Yes, I think we're ready. Ready for our best of threes. Again, if you're considering serious VGC, you should choose Regulation G, best of 3 format. Not Terapagos. For today, we're going the Calyrex team. I beat Carmine with Morpeko. I beat her with her own Pokemon. That's nice. Give her a taste of her own medicine. I have the Choice Scarf for now, but see, look at that. That's a Tornadus. I might consider Magnet or some other move, depending on how this goes. Alright. Brightland, let's see. Focus Sash, Flying. Ooh, Tera Flying. 7%, Big Storm, Rain Dance. Choice Specs. Astral Barrage, Draining Kiss. See, he also has Draining Kiss. Leaf Storm, Assault Vest. I think, what is this Urshifu? The waters, Surging Strikes. I think I want to lead with Entei. And then Incineroar is the only dark type here. I'll have Indeedee and Calyrex at the back. And maybe... Actually, Ogerpon is looking real good. Actually, I'm gonna lead with Entei Ogerpon, and I'll have Indeedee Calyrex at the back. Tornadus has Rain Dance. I'm gonna do Sacred Fire. And then Spiky Shield. Alright. I could pick up this Tornadus with he doesn't have any way to prevent Extreme Speed. So I'll Extreme Speed this. And then I'll do what does this Incineroar have? I'll do Swords Dance. Knockoff. Extreme Speed, Ivy Cudgel. No Tailwind. Oh, the special defense boost would come in handy here. I'll use Snarl. And then Ivy Cudgel. Actually, do I want maybe Extreme Speed? And then Ivy Cudgel. Shoot. I hope we're faster. Shoot. Alright. That's useful information that we could keep for moving forward. I already terrestrialized. I'm gonna use Astral Barrage and then Helping Hand. That's why I didn't go for Tailwind. Exactly. It's faster. Did I use Timid here? That's gone. I think we got this. Alright, we won that. Albeit not easily. Carmine Battle theme fits perfectly. Nice hitting ring. Hello, Love Cat Mew Mew. Hello, Ogre Cat. I think we did a great lead. What do you guys think? I think I want to lead the same. We have our Fire, Water, Grass core with these leads. Dark type isn't really much of an issue. It's just Incineroar. He's gonna have a tough time bringing Urshifu because I could play with the Ogerpon. I think I'm gonna do the same. Mass Destruction is... I think E-Speed has higher priority than Tailwind. Yes, it actually does. I'm gonna Snarl and then Spiky Shield. None of Ogre Pawn's stabs would be super effective against Entei, and it has the Assault Vest. It has Grassy Glide, Ivy Cudgel, and Grassy Glide and Ivy Cudgel. That's it. Alright, we needed that Snarl. I'm gonna use Extreme Speed. And then I'll switch in Indeedee. Or hold on. Okay, alright. Cool. Coolness. We did it. Next time you do BP farming, can I rematch you with my new Paradox Pokemon? Yes, you can. Someone snarling IRL. Alright. Now, the sad thing is, Extreme Speed is not an option for us at the moment, but we can threaten it with Sacred Fire. I'm gonna do Follow Me Sacred Fire. He can't fake out either, or use the Grassy Glides. Ha! And take note, since Tornadus is a flying type, we can use Extreme Speed. Whooper with Ice Punch moment. LOL. Whenever a Pokemon has a held item, I like to imagine I like to imagine a Pokemon actually holding or wearing it. But it gets a little bit weird when I imagine Whooper with an Assault Vest. Lol. Imagine Fluttermane with Choice Specs. Fashion. Jesus, that's strong. This cat. Oh no! I think this game is gonna be hard for us. I could Tera Fairy. I'm gonna protect and then Horn Leech. What the? It has choice specs. Alright, we don't have this one. What was the adjustment for this game? Tornadus? It has Grassy Glide. We don't have this one. I want to draw Fluttermane with the choice specs now. Yes, you can, please. Let's go for game 3. So you see how important Indeedee is. We have to make sure that we're on top of the terrain wars. Rillaboom got control of the terrain. That's why maybe I should bring Regieleki. I need that speed control. I'll try it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna extreme speed this Tornadus. No, I'm gonna extreme speed this Ogerpon, and I'm going to Electroweb. Let's see if Tailwind Ogerpon outspeeds Choice Scarf Regieleki. Fluttermane OG PSN. Jessie, ko pala yan. Hindi ko napansin. Hi, good morning. Is your name Carmine or Kanda? Because that's why you're acting like to your brother. We still outspeed. That's why we chose. That's why we go for choice scarf. That's fine. Regieleki did its job. I'm going to extreme speed the Tornadus and psychic the Ogre Pawn. Fuck, that's strong. Let's snarl the Calyrex and then protect. I got an idea for Poison Eevee. Make it look like maybe make Umbreon what the symbiote suit where Venom Spider-Man suit wearing. That sounds good actually. I'm gonna Tera Fairy and Astral Barrage. I'm gonna lose this because I recall that the Calyrex is faster than me. Jesus. Alright. We won one. We know the team is capable, but it does need some revising. Hold on. Let me... And if you haven't been in the Terrapagus build and battle stream, do know that every battle is going to be a resource because it will be here. And I will update our Google Drive at the end of this link. And I will give the link to you guys so you have access to it. How many turns was that? I like to analyze the game 3 only. This is game 3 and it only lasted for 4 turns. Entire row. And here's something I noticed. I also mentioned this. I also mentioned this last stream. But the games that people tend to win tend to have lesser turns. What's your favorite Eevee evolution? It's Sylveon. So this one, for example, the opponent won and it only lasted for 4 turns. And it's also true when I win. I remember I wrapped the games up pretty quickly in the best of 3s that I do manage to win. Alright, let's do a quick replay analysis. So it's good to know that we're still faster than Tailwind. However, this is just true for the Pokemon that are in front of us. When they switch Pokemon, we would most likely be outsped. Regieleki was a good try, but we would want to replace it. And I already know who I'm replacing it with. Hold on. Can we play that again? Okay, yeah. I would say good move choices. Regieleki. Regieleki is too frail. Indeedee. So I think this was a misplay because if I didn't switch out Indeedee, I would have been even. I would have picked up Ogerpon with an extreme speed. Indeedee bad choice. See, if Indeedee wasn't here, that would have been Ogerpon that had gone down. And I could pick up Tornadus the next turn. Alright. This actually cost us the game. And because Ogerpon, we had no damage control, so Ogerpon was free to get an OHKO on Indeedee. And here comes Calyrex Shadow Rider. We know it's faster than us. The double up KO'd Entei. Tailwind helped opponent. So that Tailwind was really impactful. And then Tailwind, even at -1 speed. Was that 5 turns? What? No. Even at -1 speed, Ogerpon in Tailwind outsped us. I think I had the Modest Nature here. That was a mistake. So, highlight. Our early game was good. Yeah, we really had a good turn one. The team needs revisions. And the turn to Indeedee switch was very bad. Alright, this is how I like to train when I'm preparing for a very important competition. I actually have, let me show you something real quick. Just so you know that I'm not lying. This is the spreadsheet that I've been using since as preparation for my Lake of Rage. I began training April 2, and I've been at it every single day leading up to the competition. So I assure you that whatever I'm doing here on stream right now is the actual thing that I do when I'm preparing for a serious competition. So I hope you guys appreciate it. When is the Nuzlocke stream? I have never done a Nuzlocke. Do you guys want a Nuzlocke? I don't mind doing it. I'm just afraid that it would make me miserable live. Angelica says, does anyone want to do BP farming? Ben says me. Angelica, you are free to put your code here. I don't mind, I promise. If anyone else in the audience wants to join BP farming right now, I don't mind. Angelica, drop the code and let others join. I don't mind. The code is 4CMXC8. There you go. I'm actually thinking of Hisui and Zoroark. I know it's niche at best, but it's immune to Astral Barrage. Hisui and Zoroark is very good. I would not advise against it. I say go for it. In Sun and Moon, I like to pick Toucan Sam Pissed Off Brother. I have not seen Sun and Moon nor played Sun and Moon. That's why I cannot relate. But I bet that's fun. If you want another Ghost Immune, you can do Ursaluna. It might mean you have to lean into Trick Room. That's true. I always thought Umbreon was inspired by Luna from Sailor Moon. You know, before the other evolutions existed, Umbreon was a huge favorite of mine, design-wise. When I saw it in the Johto anime, I really loved it. Alright, we have some revisions to do before we proceed with battling. First, it has been good, but Regieleki, you are way too frail. You know who's an electric type that's not frail? Let me check Raging Bolt real quick if it fits well into our team. It's weak against Ice, Ground, Dragon, Fairy. I might want to reconsider some of the Pokemon in our team. Hold on. Ice can be covered by Entei. Ground can be covered by Ogerpon. Dragon is covered by itself. Fairy, we don't have anything for Fairy. We haven't had a chance to use Sylveon. And I don't really see anything. How do we go about this? You can do easy Nuzlocke challenges. The funny electric ancient giraffe. I've been having issues with Raging Bolt in my best of 3 training in Regulation F. What kind of issues? We need to have something for fairy types. I love going into Area Zero and immediately getting attacked by Screamtails and Slitherwings. So fun. Entei learns Iron Head. But that would mean no Snarls. We also need a damage control. Hold on, I think I might actually get rid of Entei as well. Let's try this first. I'm going to delete Ogerpon, Raging Bolt, and Entei real quick. Incineroar. So Incineroar would cover for Sylveon's Steel type weakness as well as Indeedee's Bug type weakness. I'm gonna use the set that I've been using for Regulation F. This is Grass, Intimidate. I want the zoom lens. We want Flare Blitz. Flare Blitz is important. Knockoff. Will-O-Wisp. And then Snarl. I'll give it the Brave Nature. Fake Out is a common move for Incineroar, I know, but we have Psychic Terrain. I'm gonna give it the Brave because it has Zoom Lens. so that Will-O-Wisp and Snarl would more likely hit their marks. So Brave Nature would increase your attack and decrease your speed. And if we decide to go into Trick Room mode, then Incineroar would more likely attack first. I'm gonna give it 252, 84, and then 172 in special defense. Oops, not in attack, in defense. Is that what I use in my Reg F? Let me check. Where's my Regulation F team? Yep, that's right. 84, 172. Okay, cool. I'm gonna try Incineroar. Incineroar is considered VGC standard, or VGC king for a reason. Let's not count him out. We needed the Intimidate earlier, because you remember, nothing was really stopping the Ogerpon Hearth Flame earlier. No Intimidates whatsoever. That's why it KO'd Indeedee. Shoutouts from Philippines. Why is Childcare Ministry Center watching a competitive stream? That's strange, but welcome, I guess. Philippines, let's go. Rika ideas for her voice. How about Tera Gardner voice? Or you can use Nurse Joy's old voice. The Calm Mind Raging Bolt set with Fair Tera. It doesn't go down easily and it has Citrus Berry. Currently creating a counter plan for it since I am planning on joining Final Gambit. Look at you! Planning on joining another tournament. Go for it! No more fun baby Pokemon teams scattering negative buffs. They're annoying. Unfortunately not. Alright, so far, Calyrex, Indeedee, and Sylveon's weaknesses are covered. Incineroar does have a couple of weaknesses. Water, Fighting, Ground, Rock. Fighting types can be covered by Indeedee and Calyrex. We need a grass type. And to that I say Ogerpon again. Why did I delete Ogerpon? Ivy Cudgel. Oh, the nature of the Calyrex. That was Timid Nature. Hold on, my Calyrex had speed, had max speed, timid. Does that mean we were speed tying earlier? There was one game wherein there was no Tailwind setup. That was choice. Yeah, I must have been getting the short end of the stick. We were speed tying. And for some reason, my Calyrex keeps losing the speed ties. For a minute there, I thought, did I give a modest nature to my Calyrex? It doesn't make sense because it already has Grimney. Why would I give it the modest nature? Nah. And you know what? For Sylveon, I think I actually want Tornadus rather than Sylveon to cover for fighting. Because you've seen how good Tailwind is. I was so looking forward to using Sylveon. But I don't want Tera Flying. Maybe Tera Stellar? No, Tera Stellar. Tera Steel. Actually, maybe I don't usually when I use Tornadus, I don't usually terrestrialize it. Well, for the item, I know I definitely want the Covert Cloak. I want Tailwind. Taunt is good for Wide Guard. Yes, Wide Guard is one of our weaknesses. Bleakwind Storm. And then Rain Dance for Ogerpon and itself. Tera Dark if you want to avoid Taunt. The thing is, I feel raise your hand or say something in the comments if you feel like giving your Tera to Tornadus is a waste. I feel like it's a waste if I Tera Tornadus. Nah. I definitely want to be moving first, so I'm going to give it max speed timid. Oh, look at this. I just noticed something. Move here. Tornadus would actually cover for bug type weakness as well. So technically, we have no need for Incineroar's fire typing. But Incineroar is good to have. I'm just saying. You know what? Our opponent had Tera flying on their Tornadus, and I can understand why. Tornadus' main duty is to take out the flying types. I could see why they would... I can see why they would choose Tera flying. Did I say flying types? Tornadus' main duty is to take out the fighting types. So I could see why they would choose Tera flying. I'm just gonna say that the fastest Pokemon on my team has a base speed of 97. Let me guess. Urshifu. I think Urshifu has base 97. I know that I want my Tornadus moving first in case of a mirror, but I don't know what else I wanted to do. It has a naturally high special attack stat. A Tailwind on turn 1 would make it vulnerable, so I might actually want to invest in bulk. Let's try 88. We can always... here's an advice that I would give you guys. EVs are the technical / hardest parts of team building, even for pros. So when you're just building a team, like you're just starting out, keep everything simple and just take note. Make battle notes like what I do, so you could modify it later on reasonably. I'm gonna make it simple for now. I might actually want bulk because a Tailwind turn 1 would make Tornadus vulnerable to a KO. I want it to live a couple of hits. It has a naturally high special attack stat. I'll try sticking to Tera flying for now. Because they might lead with their flying types, and it might be in my best interest if I get rid of the flying types, fighting types, turn 1. Hold on. I'm getting confused. I deleted Sylveon. Sylveon was supposed to handle the dark types. What do I have for dark types now? This was a mistake. Hold on. Let's review the battle notes real quick. I think I was unfair to Sylveon because I haven't had a chance to use it yet, but I just deleted it. But to be fair, we really needed that speed control. We needed speed control. We needed damage control. We needed damage control. We need damage control in the fairy type. Maybe I'm looking at this the wrong way. If we need damage control, this is also damage control. So there's our damage control. This is also our fairy type. Um, we might want Parting Shot for more damage control and to pivot ourselves. We don't usually lead with Indeedee, so Parting Shot should be good. Yeah, Incineroar is already damage control, and I want something that would do multiple tasks in one Pokemon. The optimal strategy for Calyrex is, remember, we're building a team around Calyrex Shadow Rider. So for you to get the most out of Calyrex, you must have damage boosters as well as speed control. Actually, yeah, just like Fluttermane, it's built for hyper offense. So I should be focused on building a team that could do hyper offense. But hyper offense teams are usually frail. That's why we need speed control, damage control. Hence we have Grimmsnarl. I can still remember starting with Skarmory or Cloyster and having Aerodactyl Rock Slide. Those were the days. Skarmory and Cloyster. I think that's Gen 3. Jesse, I'm curious. Are you talking about Pokemon Stadium? Isn't that like the premier competitive game back then? Battle Stadium. 252. I know this is not an ideal screen support, but a Ninetales with Aurora Veil. It's rather hard to use. I get it. I get why Aurora Veil is used, but it's hard. I would say it's not beginner friendly. For Grimmsnarl, my favorite set is the Impish Nature. This set would actually survive Fluttermane assaults, even if it's not terrestrialized, provided it's able to set up a light screen. So our Ghost type weakness is covered. Dark type weakness is covered by Grimmsnarl. Bug type weakness covered by Tornadus. Move Grimmsnarl here. What else? What else? This should be good, actually. Why did we have Ogerpon again? No. Let's reconsider. Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl will be weak against Poison, Steel, and Fairy. And Tornadus is weak against Electric, Ice, and Rock. There's only one Pokemon that I can think of that would cover for all of these types. Iron Treads. Poison Steel. Electric Rock. Sounds like you want Landorus. Not really. If I can, but that would make Landorus and Tornadus weak to ice. I want, since Incineroar is so common, I'm gonna give it a clear amulet. Ground type is more, we need the ground type attacks more than the steel types. Electric rock, poison, and steel. Yeah, ground type is more important. High horsepower, stomping tantrum for if high horsepower misses. Iron head, and then protect. Adamant nature. Iron head is also good with speed control. Why 148? 252. 252. Alright. So far, our team member would cover each other's weaknesses, but what weaknesses would Iron Treads bring to the table? Iron Treads is being slept on, honestly. If Miraidon happens to be common, Iron Treads is going to be a hard counter. Fighting type is covered by Tornadus, Indeedee, and Calyrex. Fire, water, and ground. That would be covered by Ogerpon. Ogerpon just comes and goes into this team, but it's really valuable. Ivy Cudgel, Horn Leech, Swords Dance, Spiky Shield. I want to give it the Adamant Nature because we have speed control. Yep. And then Ogerpon, Wellspring. What are the weaknesses again? Poison types covered by Iron Treads. Bug types covered by Tornadus. We just don't have something for flying types. Tornadus is rather common, but we could terrestrialize our way out of flying type disadvantages. I think Tornadus is the only threat in terms of flying types. Ogerpon, where does it lead you? Back to me, exactly. Definitely quite a fast-looking team there. Yes. So again, I understand that this is not the most meta team, but you have to understand that Calyrex Shadow Rider, we're building a team around Calyrex Shadow Rider, and it's built for hyper offense teams. You want a way to make it move fast and hit super hard. That's why a Tornadus Indeedee is there. Main partners would be Tornadus and Indeedee, and the other three members are mainly just there to cover each other's weaknesses and provide extra offense. Alright, let's try this team. Validate. Let's try this team. Keep picking Terapagos. I want Calyrex. Alright. Ooh, different. Azation 1. Solace. Azation Crown. Tera type water. I understand why. That Gastrodon is gonna make it give us a hard time. Play Rough, Swords Dance, Protect, Choice Scarf, Zapdos, Steel Close Combat, Brave Bird, Tera Blast, U-Turn, Tera Steel. There's a good chance he's gonna lead with Incineroar because he, in one look, you could see that Calyrex is our main threat. Hmm. Iron Shreds is looking good here. Hmm. Oh, I haven't picked a Pokemon. Tornadus, Calyrex, Indeedee, Iron Shreds. Let's try this one. I'll choose Tailwind, Protect. Gastrodon, ew. I wonder if the team that I don't know could handle against yours. Why? I suggest you try it out. Alright, we should note that the Zapdos is stuck with U-turn. I'm going to Iron Head the Qianpao. I'm gonna Tera Fairy. And then I would Astral Barrage. I'm gonna switch in Indeedee. And I would Draining Kiss the Qianpao. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna switch in Indeedee. So if he decides to fake out, it's gonna be a waste. I will Draining Kiss the Qianpao. Follow me, Astral Barrage, just to get rid of that Qianpao. Oh no. Iron Treads. Switch Iron Treads. I need the terrain. And then Astral Barrage. Hold on. Iron Treads Protect. I'm having trouble. Hold on, I should think this through. I want the terrain. Yeah, Iron Treads and Astral Barrage. Station Crown. Calyrex is faster than Zacian, is it not? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We have 40 seconds. Yes, we are. I want Indeedee and then Astral Barrage. Mine is just random Pokemon I found and thought this will work. I wanna follow me And then Astral Barrage. I want to protect an Astral Barrage. Actually, how about Stomping Tantrum? No, how about Iron Head? And then Astral Barrage. Hold on. I think I want to protect Calyrex. It has Choice Scarf. If you were Zapdos, who would you go for? Calyrex or Iron Shreds? You would want to go for Calyrex, right? I'm gonna do Iron Head and then Astral Barrage. Alright, I lose this one. I lose this battle. But I learned some new information. It's good. Just froze someone twice in a random battle match. Can someone trade me an Iron Moth for a Slitherwing? The estimated speed is shown when you hover your mouse to the Pokemon. I didn't know that. Please. He says please. He didn't bring Gastrodon. Solace, Rusted Sword. Let me ask you a question while I'm making this decision. The teams that you're seeing so far for Regulation F Regulation G best of 3, is it anything you expected? Because this is not what I expected at all. I think I want to go Iron Shreds, Tornadus, Calyrex, Indeedee. What is the Tera type of the Incineroar? Tera Ghost. I just want a Tailwind. Yes, Gastrodon is usually common in a metagame where Kyogre is there. Okay, that makes sense. That Qianpao is probably gonna protect. I'm gonna Stomping Tantrum the Incineroar. I'm gonna Tera Fairy. And I will Draining Kiss the Qianpao in case it doesn't protect. Should have went for Astral Barrage. We would have gotten the Grimnay boost. Whew. Stomping Tantrum. Actually, I'm gonna go for high horsepower and then I'll bring out Indeedee. That is strong. I'm gonna go for Stomping Tantrum and Astral Barrage. Again, Stomping Tantrum and Astral Barrage. I gotta go. Bye. Bye, Ben. Thank you for dropping by. Oh, shoot. It didn't work. It didn't KO the Xian Pao. Okay, the good news is, as a fairy type, I would resist the sucker punches. I would double protect. And now, I'm going to Stomping Tantrum and Astral Barrage. Whew. Iron Head and Draining Kiss. Jesus. It seems we lose this one too. Alright, let's analyze this battle. But we were almost there. We're almost there. Hopefully the next battle we can win. This is 9 turns. Okay. One, two, three, four. Turn shift cells down. Okay. Copy link. Let's do a quick replay analysis. Protect Tailwind. Tornadus did its job by using the Tailwind. Alright, this cost us the game. This one. Incineroar could have gotten down. This cost us the game. So the team is just capable. It's just this team is rather new to us. We don't know how to navigate it yet. We should have gone. It's a really misplay. We should have gone for Astral Barrage plus Stomping Tantrum. We should have doubled on Incineroar and used Astral Barrage instead of Draining Kiss. Agree, more experience on the team should iron out the mistakes. Yes, you could have protected on Calyrex's last turn since it's the threat for Zapdos. Yeah, actually, we're gonna talk about that real quick. This one we did really good on this this matchup because this is really the threat to us, Zacian and Qianpao. Alright, Indeedee redeemed itself. This one is a nice Indeedee switch. Nice Indeedee switch. We survive. Sucker Punch is nullified. Also, good job picking high horsepower instead of Ironhead. And for targeting Zacian to take advantage of Sword of Ruin. I forgot, what EVs did I give to my Indeedee? Hold on. Team Builder. Yep, I gave it the maximum defense EVs in the Bold Nature. Zacian is just strong. We'll take that. It's coming from a Zacian. Indeedee couldn't possibly do anything more. And Qianpao could not have protected, so Draining Kiss onto it is a valid decision. Alright. I don't believe the Draining Kiss is a mistake. I think high horsepower instead on that turn. Okay, it's good to have different perspectives. That's why I love having you guys in here. It was turn 4, opponent double. Opponent forced into double protect. Turn 5. High horsepower is better. This is actually another game-changing turn. I'm gonna introduce a new feature and highlight some of the important turns. Turn 2 and 5 are huge. I would have gotten the KO if I chose high horsepower. Maybe not if it missed, but I feel like that's important. The clear amulet is paying off though. Turn 6, aggressive read. Clear amulet paying off. Aggressive read would have been. This is why turn 2 was important, because if we if we use Astral Barrage on turn 2, this Incineroar wouldn't be here anymore. Aggressive read would have been ground move into Incineroar. T5 Stomping Tantrum was the right call since Protect is considered a miss. Was it? Is it? Really? I don't think Protect is counts, but I might want to check it. You know what? We're doing this stream, and we're talking about Stomping Tantrum. What was it? Let's just do it now. Will Stomping Tantrum become stronger if target protects? It's not doubled. If the user was recharging, grabbed by Sky Drop, or any target of the user's last move blocked it with a protection move such as Protect on the previous turn, Stomping Tantrum's base power is not doubled. I'm gonna post that in the comments. And this is the source link, just so everyone is aware. Enter. Enter. It's not. ST's power is not double. This is the source. Source is Bulbapedia. The link is too long. Now you know, okay? If you decide to go with Stomping Tantrum, now you know. You saw it here. Maybe I'll just throw it somewhere later. Because I also needed confirmation. Good thing you brought it up. Alright. Where were we? Okay. Turn 7, nice Sucker Punch. Turn 7 was flawless. Flawless. Low. Okay, this is the crucial one, like the end game. Protect on Calyrex. Right call. This is also an important turn. Let me highlight it, so I could speak upon it when I go to the highlight and opportunity one. Calyrex was our win con, so of course the opponent would go for it. Of course, we didn't know this in the moment, in the heat of the moment, so it's worth noting. And then turn 9, we just got outsped. Got outsped and lost. Alright, so our highlights is our piloting of the new team is getting better. We need to practice move and target choices. Alright, there's still time. Let's do one more best of 3 and hopefully get us a win this time. Actually, like how you detail your matches, just reference all of my losses, so I might try your method of taking notes per turn. Alright, okay, this is gonna be tough. I'm assuming this Lunala has wide guard. Of course it does. Power, Shadow Shield, Tera Fairy, Trick Room, Nature Beam, King Gambit, Dragon, Sucker Punch, Armor Team, Water, Tera Water. This is obviously a Trick Room team. Iron Shreds is looking good here. So is Indeedee Calyrex. Ogre Pun would help us with Amogus, Spore Immunity. I think I want to lead with... now I'm gonna Iron Shreds, Grimmsnarl, Calyrex, Indeedee. I'm gonna high horsepower. This Farigiraf is definitely going for a Trick Room. I wanna Iron Head the Farigiraf. Does King Gambit have Protect? No, it doesn't. It has Assault Vest. This King Gambit can't Protect. I'll Iron Head the Farigiraf, and I'll Reflect. I will high horsepower the King Gambit and Spirit Break the King Gambit. This is tough. I'm gonna Protect. Alright, this is our... You know, come to think of it, Calyrex is hard to use. Calyrex is hard to use in Regulation G. I had a much easier time with my Terapagos team. I'm gonna go for Stomping High Horsepower in King Gambit. And then I'll try to Psychic the Amogus. Oh, I Helping Handed? Jesus Christ. I misclicked. I wasn't really paying attention. I meant to Psychic the Amogus. I was hoping to double up on the King Gambit in the hopes of knocking it out. But good thing that did not happen because... Alright. One more turn of Trick Room. We got this. This isn't our game, really. Let's Protect. High horsepower missed, so our next stomping tantrum would be good. Stomping tantrum, it can protect. I'll also do Astral Barrage. I'm gonna do high horsepower into Lunala, and I'll Draining Kiss. I'll Draining Kiss the Lunala as well. High horsepower the Lunala. And then Astral Barrage. Damn, that Amoongus. We don't have this game. We have to go to game 2. What was the lead? Choreograph and King Gambit. That was the lead. Ogre Pawn. Iron Treads. Calyrex Indeedee. What does this Lunala carry? It doesn't have Protect. Ivy Cudgel. And high horsepower. Spiky Shield. High horsepower. Jesus fuck. Alright. You could only use Moonguy's Beam and Meteor Beam. I wanna use Trick Room. Nah. I should let Ogre Pawn go down. Ivy Cudgel and Trick Room. I'm gonna Psyshock. Does Amoongus have Protect? It does have Protect. There's Draining Kiss. I'm gonna go Astral Barrage and Psychic. I'm gonna go Draining Kiss. Go Protect. Terastalize Trick Room. Draining Kiss. Helping Hand. Ah, fuck. assault vest. This Calyrex is hard to use. Fuck. This is our worst matchup. I don't got this. No wonder I like Terapagos better. I'm gonna forfeit. But of course, all my mistakes would still be useful. Because you could learn for it. I think I'm sticking with Terapagos in Regulation G. I don't like Calyrex Shadow Rider. It's so hard to use, and I never wanted to use it anyway. Copy link. Instant replay. This is turn 7 only, until turn 7 only. Alright, turn 1. I think it was great to double up on Lunala. Good damage on Lunala. We couldn't stop Trick Room anyway. There's just so much to threaten Calyrex Shadow Rider, if you think about it. I think people are preparing for Calyrex Shadow Rider. They're well equipped for Calyrex Shadow Rider, that's why it's so hard to use. I somehow actually won against someone with the team I got that has no very much OP legends. Congratulations, Ralts. Clap. What team were you using? After this, I kind of actually want to give that NT team a try. Perhaps I've been too hasty about it. After this, I'm gonna do one more battle with it. But I do want Regieleki out. I'll try Raging Bolt regardless. Regardless if we don't have something for fairy types. Fairy isn't that much common, as I've noticed anyway. We were forced to play defensively. No, we were cornered. Nice Trick Room reversion. Okay. What was the Amogus' Tera? It's Tera Water. Good move choices. We couldn't have we couldn't have damaged the Photograph either way. But aggressive read would have been Psyshock into Amogus. No Tatsugiri, how come? Hold on. What are you guys talking about? I think it's time to do Tera fighting Calyrex, since you're having issues with dark types that are not weak to fairy. Yeah, actually. You know what, Ismael and others? I think after this analysis, I'm gonna stop here, and then I'm gonna give you access to all of this information. You could make your own copy and edit it. Make your own Calyrex team if you want to make your own improvements. Personally, I think I'll be sticking with Terapagos because I hate how Calyrex is so hard to use. It's perceived as the premier threat going into Regulation G, and that would explain why most teams are prepared for it. Okay. Galay, Dondozo, Ursaluna, Blood Moon, Registeel, Raging Bolt, and Torkoal. Ooh, Torkoal. You know, Rawls, you had me at Torkoal. Any team with Torkoal, I love it. I used a Dear Torkoal team back in Regulation E when I was still competing for PPTL Season 8. And it allowed me to win against Evergrande Emperors, which is the top team. I love Torkoal. No Tatsugiri, how come? I was mainly going Trick Room and forgot Tatsugiri. Yeah, I agree with you. Everyone is prepping for it. I used Torkoal on Lake of Rage. Torkoal Supremacy. Unfortunately, I was forced to knock out a Torkoal. I was battling another VGC veteran called Draka. I think he has a YouTube channel called Drox VGC. I was sad because I was using a Pelipper team and he was using a Torkoal team. I was forced to use Sandsear Storm on my favorite turtle. Yes, Torkoal is my favorite turtle. Terapagos is up there, but Torkoal is better. Have you seen that episode where Torkoal, no, it was Spoink. Spoink had a pearl. The pearl dropped into the sea. And Torkoal, being the deer turtle that he is, he jumped into the water to get Spoink's pearl. I loved him ever since. I would second the Tera fighting. I'll keep that in my notes. Hold on. I think I'll just keep this as it is. Let me finish my battle analysis. Ash's Torkoal is very underrated. Unsung hero of ADV. Yes. Alright, let's finish this analysis. Nice. Excellent. I think this is a highlight, actually. Excellent. Tera on Indeedee plus Trick Room reversal. We reversed Trick Room twice, actually. That's a highlight as well. So we are able to make reads. I'm able to make reads. I just don't like the team that I'm using. Tera fighting has its weaknesses, however, it's now weak to other Calyrex's expanding force. Keep that in mind. Yeah, that's actually why I hesitated towards Tera fighting at first. And the Flutter mains are always a threat. I forgot that it had Assault Vest. Not looking at team. We had no reliable way of damaging King Gambit. I think here's my observation. I think you really need a fighting type in the Calyrex Shadow Rider team. I'll put that in the notes as well. We should seriously consider putting Urshifu single strike in a Calyrex Shadow Rider team. That way we could stick with Tera Fairy and get rid of those despicable dark types. Why did I crunch my knuckles when I say that? And then turn 7, we forfeit. We concede defeat. We concede. The highlight is that we were able to make good reads and undo Trick Room twice. Opportunity, we have no reliable, and this is a team issue. This is not like a battling issue. This is a team issue. We have no reliable way of hitting dark types. Notes. Revise the team. Revise the team and build around Calyrex, Calyrex Shadow Rider, Indeedee, female, and Urshifu single strike. You know what? Since you're here, Yzma, I'll wrap this stream up by building a team with Urshifu single strike, but I won't have time to test it though. This is just something that I want to leave you with, because aside from the team that I'll be creating, I'll also provide access to everyone with this Google Drive, this Excel spreadsheet that I created. Alright, let's scratch everything first. Delete, delete, everyone, it's been great, but delete. Urshifu. What item do you have? What is your Calyrex Shadow Rider holding? I just put Focus Sash because I think that's useful. I want Tera Dark. Urshifu single strike. It's weak against fighting, flying, and fairy. I think I'll just go all out and pick Tera Dark for this Urshifu. Focus Astral, but Tera Dark at first. You know, save from that Zacian team, I don't think Fairy types are quite common yet. I know I use Tera Fighting. I'm not sure I tested though. I tested it though. Because ideally, Urshifu wants the focus sash. What about Choice Scarf Urshifu? Or Assault Vest Urshifu? I want, of course, Wicked Blow. I want Drain Punch for healing. Drain Punch, Close Combat. Sucker Punch? What else? What could it learn that would be good against Fighting, Flying, or Fairy? I went Scarf on Urshifu. Okay. It could learn acrobatics, really? Category Physical. Poison Jab is good. It has Stone Edge. Would you say Close Combat is better than Drain Punch? Oh, it has Ice Punch for flying types. For my Scarf Urshifu, I used Wicked Blow, Close Combat, Poison Jab, and U-Turn. Alright, I'm gonna go for this. We definitely need help on the special defense side. Let's give it the Adamant Nature. And then HP. This is how I want to do it first. So this is a bulky Urshifu. If Assault Vest, do Jolly. Drain Punch is good if you do like attack boosts. If Assault Vest, do Jolly. Like this. This is what I'm thinking for now. I'm not sure yet. Honestly, I have never used Urshifu Single Strike. Do Modest then. I mean Adamant. Yeah, that's what I'm planning. Do again, Calyrex Shadow Rider is meant for hyper offense. Perhaps perhaps I will build this Urshifu for hyper offense as well. I do want Tailwind. We need Calyrex Shadow Rider to get the most out of it. You need damage boosters and speed control. So you definitely want Tailwind. Covert Cloak. Do Tera Steel for now. Tailwind, Taunt, Bleak Wind Storm. What is your usual playstyle? Maybe it's against your preferred playstyle. My preferred playstyle is whatever would allow my centerpiece Pokemon to perform its best. So it adapts. For Calyrex Shadow Rider, I believe Hyper Offense would be the best. So yeah, I should perhaps build this Urshifu hyper offensively. Should I consider giving Calyrex the Modest Nature since I have speed control? Because honestly, I would prefer Fluttermane over Shadow Rider Calyrex. Its Psychic typing really holds it back, doesn't it? And I have 2 Psychic types on the team. Hey, I qualified! Congratulations! Was I the first one you told? I hope not. I'm not. I know we have we bond a lot, but I don't think I'm special enough. Congrats, guys! Breaking news. One of our community members, Isma, who is with us right now, qualified for the Philippine Nationals. Yeah, you were. It was in my notification. Oh my God! And we got to know it first, guys. It's a good thing that I didn't end the stream right away. I'm hearing this in person. I was surprised that's why you were first. It's an honor, Isma. Congratulations on behalf of the PSN community. What am I doing not paying attention to Isma? A national qualifier is telling me what to do. And I keep being so stubborn. Alright. But on a serious note, if you guys are considering to compete for Serious VGC, the World Championships is definitely the pinnacle of your dreams. And Isma here, who is currently with us, has an actual shot for that. So Isma, I wish you all the best. And if you do make it to Hawaii, please bring us some sand. I do want some sand from Hawaii. Keep it in a cute little bottle. Aloha. And if you meet Bretman Rock, tell him I love him. Haha, no worries. I have those stubborn moments as well. I kept using weak armor Rouge. Old habits die hard. During Regulation F, they kept telling me that Torkoal is hard to use and Heatran as well. But no, I didn't listen. I beat the Evergrande Emperors, Tornadus Urshifu with my Torkoal and Heatran. Trick Room Supremacy. Yeah. You know what? I am gonna double down. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore if there's a lot of type overlaps. I'm gonna use Fluttermane. I have speed control, and this is a hyper offense team. I'm gonna double down on it. I'm not gonna be using this team anyway, but it will be good. Booster Energy, Moonblast, Dazzling Gleam. I just saw someone use Incineroar with no Intimidate. That's different. Oh, hey, Ralts. Ralts Isma here. He is a qualifier for the Philippine Nationals, which means he has a solid chance to compete in the VGC World Championships. I love it when when our fellow community members succeed. I love it so much. It's like vicariously I live through your success, as if they were my own. I enjoy being happy for other people. Alright, so Urshifu would cover Calyrex Shadow Rider's bug weakness. Sorry. It would dark type weakness. Indeedee's bug is covered by Tornadus. It's hard because Indeedee and Calyrex Shadow Rider has overlapping weaknesses, and it's so hard to cover for all of them. Might have been too hasty with Flutter Mane. Oh no, I don't need Flutter Mane anymore because I have Urshifu. I just love Flutter Mane so much I had to do it. Bug Dark. We need something to cover Urshifu and Tornadus' weaknesses. Firing is covered. We need something for Fairy Flying. Fairy, Flying, Electric Rock, and Ice. Fairy, Flying. Steel. I guess that's what the last two members are going to be doing, covering for weaknesses of Urshifu and Tornadus. I mean, Iron Treads is really a solid choice for covering Tornadus' weaknesses. Yes, as well as Urshifu's Fairy weakness. Mm. This is covered already. I'm gonna try. We don't have something for flying. Round steel. I'm just gonna put Iron Treads as a placeholder. And then Raging Bolt. Let's just check the type matchups first. Hold on. If I put Iron Treads and Raging Bolt, I would have something that would cover for Tornadus and Urshifu. But what about their weaknesses? Iron Treads and Raging Bolt. Fire. Do I have something for fire? I don't have something for fire. Where's my int? Actually, I want to try something. Hold on. Iron Tress has ground moves, but it's weak to fire. Yeah. Here's what I'm thinking. Maybe I should stick to that earlier team with Sylveon. I have the pace to it. But I guess I should just live with the fact that replacing Regieleki with Raging Bolt will leave me vulnerable to fairies. I think it's worth a try. Hold on. I'm sorry, Sylveon, I meant to use you. And I did all those calculations, and for what? Let me do that paste again. Because that team was solid, I just wasn't used to piloting it. Hold on, I'm on it. I want to be able to win at least one match in this stream. Hold on. I think it's in here. It's in one of my posts. Why is it paused? I want to give it a chance. Yeah, Sylveon made me reach Master Ball Run, so I have to give Sylveon props. As it's in one of my community posts. The one with the one where I did the poll. Because I don't want to have to do it again. This one. It's here. Okay, let's try this again. I'm gonna scratch this because I'm not happy with it. It has too many type overlaps and not enough Pokemon slots to cover for the weaknesses. Okay, here it is. I wanted to replace a Regieleki. What if we try... What are the electric types that we have? We just needed a Regieleki for the flying types. What if Iron Hands? Iron Hands is always good. Ground type is covered by Ogre Pawn. Psychic. Hold on. We don't have anything for Psychic. And Fairy. It's another Fairy type weakness that we don't have covered. And Psychic type moves would be more powerful because of Psychic Terrain. How about Thunderous? Raikou. What is Thunderous weak against, and is it covered? Psychic gets covered by Calyrex Shadow Rider. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Oh, but we still don't have anything for Fairy. Dang it, Vitus. Fairy is a huge thing because maybe not in this stream, but I'm pretty sure somewhere down the line Fluttermane is gonna pop out all over again. It's only weak to Ice and Rock. I remember I started Regaf with Defiant Thunderous, and man, it sucked. Yeah, this isn't Sword and Shield. It's only weak to Ice and Rock. Do I have something for Ice and Rock? Ice is Entei. Rock is Ogerpon. Maybe Thunderous is the one. Wild Bolt Storm paralyzes your opponents. Maybe I should give Thunderous a chance. I see why Defiant would be a good choice because Thunderous is made to be a mixed attacker. But in this economy, no way. Wild Bolt Storm, Rain Dance. The genies suck because there is no they don't have a good flying type move. Save for Tornadus. But looking at this team, like with Sylveon and Entei and Ogerpon, I instantly feel much better because they're rather defensive. They can take quite a few hits. Static Electabuzz with Follow Me. Oh my god, no. No. Rain Dance would help Ogerpon in itself. Wild Bolt Storm. Do I want Tera Electric? Yeah, sure, because this Pokemon's main purpose is to take out flying types. I was gonna say use Hurricane, but Thunderous doesn't have it. Flying types. It has Acrobatics and Fly. You know what's crazy? What would be crazy is running a Defiant set, not giving it an item, and running Acrobatics. That would be wild. Perhaps I should just let the others be status moves. Wait, Defiant types are your issue. Why not Ogerpon Rock? No. We just Ogerpon Rock. Why did I not treat Ogerpon Rock? I guess we needed Ogerpon's water typing to cancel out the grass type weaknesses. Status, it has agility, bulk up, nasty plot, protect, rest. Thunder Wave might be good. But then again, Thunder is kind of I don't think status moves. Too many status moves are the way to go because we have electric terrain. Hold on, I have to think this through. Maybe we could Leer. So Entei and Ogerpon would be stronger. But let's just try some things first. Thunder Wave is looking good. Additional speed control. We could also substitute, I guess. Yeah, that's why I Taunt. I think I'm cursed by seeing Fluttermane. Why? Let's try this set first. It's only weak to Ice and Rock. Ice and Rock. Tera Steel. Tera Blast. That should take care of it. If it's her flying type and fairy resist, how about Glimora? Yeah, actually that's a good idea. Alright. Maybe not Glimora because the psychic terrain would actually, why not Glimora? If the opponent fakes out. Let's take a look at Glimora real quick. Oh, Glimora's official art is cute. Looks good. Water, ground, psychic, and steel. Yeah, power or meteor beam. Yeah, Glimora could also be good. I'll try this out first, and if it doesn't work the way I want to, I'll replace Thundurus with Glimora. We're having too much of a hard time picking moves for Thundurus. It's reminding me of my problems with Thundurus a while back. Yeah. Rain Dance would really be good for Ogerpon in itself. Oh, right. We need Taunt. We need Taunt for Wide Guard. Thundurus, on the other hand, as opposed to Tornadus, is a solid candidate for terrestrialization. And I was doing physical Thundurus back then. I was so stupid back then. Well, to be fair, Defiant Thundurus was really good in Sword and Shield. I think I'm gonna give it the Timid Nature. This. Yeah, that was my intention, but man, it lacks the physical moves. Yes. I'll use this first. See how it goes. Okay, let's try one battle with it. One best of 3. Calyrex SRG. Okay, let's try it. Oh, Reshiram. Haven't seen that before. Tera Fairy, Fusion Flare, Earth Power, Draco Meteor, Tera Poison. Ogerpon is gonna be good here. This is Sylveon is actually good here. I'm gonna lead with Indeedee Sylveon. I'll have Calyrex in the back. And so maybe Entei Sylveon. Actually, hold on. Thunderous is good for taunting Cresselia. Thunderous, Ogerpon, Sylveon, and Indeedee. In case Cresselia gets up a Trick Room. Oh! Why is this my lead? What the fuck? Did I not click it well? That's fine. Draining Kiss. What is the Urshifu holding? Draining Kiss, follow me. Tera Fairy, Draining Kiss, follow me. You didn't reach the timer, so it went default. Oh, is that it? Okay, there's no way these two are outspeeding me, right? But at least we got to use Sylveon. I love Sylveon. Let's do Astral Barrage, and this would be a single target Hyper Voice. See, Tera Blast is more powerful than Moon Blast. But this would be a single target Hyper Voice. Reshiram doesn't have any spread moves. Aha! Just what I wanted. Tera Blast. Hold on. I don't think he terrestrialized yet. Tera Poison, Annihilate. I think I want to Sacred Fire the Annihilate and Protect. Sacred Fire, Hyper Voice. Iron Defense. Sacred Fire. Burn, yes! Sacred Fire and then Tera Blast. Tera Blast. Almost there, but we did great. Just knocked me out. Alright, next battle. Forfeit, round 2. That was unfair. I didn't get to choose the Pokemon that I wanted. And Thunderous, Ogerpon, Sylveon, Calyrex. Rain Dance, Cornleech, Sylveon, Hyper Voice, Ivy Cudgel. Or hold on, what is the Urshifu holding? Focus Sash, Hyper Voice, and then Ivy Cudgel. Protect, Cornleech. I'm gonna use Hyper Voice and Hornleech. Yes. Reshiram. Hyper Voice, Tera Water, Ivy Cudgel. Hyper Voice, Hornleech. Wow, Sylveon is really doing the heavy lifting. Fusion Flare, nope. Okay, this is looking good. Let's use Hyper Voice and Astral Barrage. Thunderous, Ogerpon, Sylveon, and Calyrex. Sylveon carrying the team, right? Some really heavy lifting. I'm gonna taunt the Corviknight, and I'm gonna Sword Stance. Hold on. I recall that this Annihilate is Tera Poison. That's Poison Jab. Poison Jab. I'm gonna taunt. Tera Water, Sword Stance. And then I'll Rain Dance, Ivy Cudgel, Annihilate. Oh no, it might protect. Rain Dance, Ivy Cudgel, Corviknight. Aha! Wild Bolt Storm, and then I'll Horn Leech. Ha! Deserve! Okay. It has Protect. I'll do Wild Bolt Storm again. And then Ivy Cudgel. No, Wild Bolt Storm and then Ivy Cudgel. Annihilate shouldn't be able to do anything against Calyrex and Sylveon. Perfect. Okay, I take back my words to Thundurus. Oh my god, we won. I'm using this. This is the Calyrex team that I'm officially endorsing. It's the only one that I won with. Oh my god, I already have a win. And look, I finished it in 4 turns. See? That's a good sign. All the games that I win tend to have lesser turns. In this case, 4 turns. Thundurus is goated though. I think Thundurus with Kyogre sounds promising. Yes, it does. Win. You know, this one game took away all the stress that I had in the previous 3. I can wrap up this stream in peace after I analyze it. Oh my god, this is so eventful. I can't believe I trashed this team after just 1 game of losing. I'm sorry, Sylveon. I acted rather hastily. You're the best. Okay, let's analyze. This was the lead that I meant to use for game 1, but because of that weird timer issue, I didn't get to. The taunt was definitely impactful. Alright. For turn 1, good job working with the info from team sheet as well as previous games. I noted that Annihilate was Tera Poison, so I adjusted. It could go for Poison Jab onto Ogerpon, so I terastallized. And that way, if let me look at this Corviknight real quick. Corviknight. Oh, it didn't have any flying type moves, but that's fine. Taunt stopped Corviknight. Corviknight from its tracks. And we get a free Swords Dance. Ooh. Oko, Dragon Tera, Corviknight. Thanks to Rain Dance plus Tera, Water plus Swords Dance. And we moved before the Urshifu because not only are we naturally faster, but because this Urshifu isn't holding the scarf. Turn 3. Nice Urshifu KO. Urshifu is really the trouble. Nice Reshiram KO. And we win by forfeit. Alright, our highlight is we selected good leads. The opportunity, I don't really see anything, I don't have a complaints with how we Juice TV, buti na lang bumalik ka. Kanina di ba nagsa-struggle kami? Grabe. Hindi ako makakasalita. I was harsh on my initial team. My initial team earlier, I just did a slight revision, and then it's what gave us the win. And I actually think the team is solid. Hold on. Tatapusin ko lang to, tapos ipapakita ko sa'yo. Opportunity. The game, like, this specific game is flawless. But we have little experience with it. With the team. More practice. So ito na nga. ito na yung final Calyrex team ko. Speechless or naubusan English. Parang wala namang Ingleserong nanonood. Carry nyo na yung Filipino. Ito na yung final team. Joke. Hi Mike. Here's the final team for Calyrex Shadow Rider that I will be officially endorsing. We have Calyrex Shadow Rider, Indeedee, Sylveon, Entei, Ogrepon, Wellspring, and our, guess what? What? I got Shiny Porygon for Zarude. You traded your Zarude for Shiny Porygon? Well, I guess that for you that's very valuable because nobody uses Zarude anyway. Yeah, we were just talking about it yesterday. Thunder is much better kaysa Regieleki. I had to give Regieleki a chance because it's just too frail. But anywho, this is the final team. I think you're gonna love it. Alright, folks, I'm gonna wrap up the stream, but before that, I will update our Google Drive and provide access to you guys. I don't think the one that we have is updated. So first things first, I would upload this to Poke. I have a question. What's the difference between upload to PokePaste and upload to PokePaste Open Team Sheet? I'm gonna use Open Team Sheet because that's what we use anyway as competitive battlers. This is the link. I love Sylveon. Sorry again, Sylveon. I was too harsh on you. Upload to PokePass without ODS kasama IVs and EVs. Ah! Then I think I'll just do both. OTS, CTS. Because why would I want to gatekeep this information? I failed so much. The world just deserves to see this. Okay, CTS. There you go. And then these links doesn't expire, right? But just to be sure, I'm also doing this because I have encountered sometimes PokePaste links that are not working. So at least we'll have this information. Alright, I think that's all. So you have the open team sheet, the closed team sheets, the team itself in case the links expire, this new tab, Calyrex weaknesses, battle notes, all my losses and 1 win. Yeah, I think this is good for uploading. Google Drive. You guys better get your notes ready. I'm going to post the links. Build and battle. I'm gonna delete this because this is not updated anymore. Move to trash. We'll close this. And then build and battle. $11:30. Yep, this is the one. Okay, access. Anyone with the anyone on the internet can view. Yep. So you guys could make a copy and then make improvements on the team as you see fit. Here is the see you sa PPTL. Mango juice. Alam mo ba? Here's our Google Drive. Isma. He qualified for the nationals. Our members of the community is very gifted. See you sa PPTL. I think Isma, I think Juice TV is talking to you because I am not participating on PPTL Season 9 as a player. I am part of the media team. And anyways, if you guys ever face each other, I hope the best. And don't forget about me when you get famous. Oh, I won the raffle sa LOR. Yeah, your VGC career is on a roll recently. May ako nga, hindi pa ako nabubunod sa Christmas party eh. Kahit kailan, kahit sa anong raffle. Pero nanalo ako sa bingo one time. So I have that. Na-scout na nila ako. Alam na nila lineup at gameplay ko. You could create a new team. You've been streaming for Reg F, right? It's Reg G. So you could create a new team. Alright guys, I have left the Google Drive link in the chat if you guys want to access the Excel spreadsheet that I've been working on this entire stream with all my notes and information. I'll be wrapping this stream up and I'll be making another poll for next week. Who do you want to be featured in the next stream? I don't actually have something in mind. I plan to put 3 Pokemon because the image polls allows up to 4 choices. I plan to have choice 1, choice 2, choice 3, and then option 4 is other, and then comment. Who should my 3 picks be? Who are the meta choices for Regulation G? Lugia, Groudon. This is for a poll, okay? I'm trying to gauge our poll choices. So, the poll would say, who would you like to be featured in the next Build and Battle stream? Choice A, Groudon. Choice B, Lugia. Choice C, Miraidon. Choice D, other comment. Share in the comments. Lugia for cheesy gimmicks. Lugia. Hindi sikat si Lugia eh. No, they can comment Lugia if they want. Comment mo Lugia para pag nanalo yung other, tas yung comment mo makikita ko. Origin Palkia din for Rain Team. But guys, I feel sad about this because I'm a Kyogre fan, but I don't think I've encountered Kyogres. I've used Kyogre like once, but I don't think I've encountered anyone using a Kyogre. Ang hirap niya kasing gamitin. There's Raging Bolt, there's Ogerpon Wellspring. I feel sad. Tinalo ako ng Lugia, to be honest. I think you were just cheesed. It was a one-time thing. Like the next time you encounter a Lugia, you'll be prepared for it. Kyogre is actually buffed because the genies have moves that complement Rain. I mean, if you just need Rain, the genies could do that as well. It's sad, but I want to see Kyogre thrive. I want to see those water spout. I want to see it drown teams. As revenge for saying that there's too much water in Hoenn. Here's more water, says Kyogre. Magkaiba silang strat sa Lugia, kaya natalo ako. Kaya gusto ko makita ng cheesy team sa Lugia. Ako, gagawa ako ng team sa Lugia. Why? Charot. Alright, I'll create a poll and I'll... how about Coridon, Miraidon, Groudon? Mga Don. Naku, sobrang miserable na nga ako dito sa Calyrex, tapos maglulugia pa ako. Lalo ako magiging miserable. Miraidon, Coridon, Rhydon. Para puro Don. I'll think about it. I don't think Miraidon and Coridon are quite common. I don't think I've encountered much. Alright, I'm gonna wrap this stream up and I'll be on my merry way. Guys, by the way, tomorrow I'll be on my day off. And then on Friday, we have our retro game stream, Pokemon Yellow, and BP farming. If you guys are still interested about that, that's Saturday. Ogre Austin Sunday. Alright, bye guys. I'll do a poll for what's for Build and Battle next week. And until then, have a great day. I'll see you. Bye! Welcome.